Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So we are going to check immediately what are the messages that we are getting right now. I know what deck I want to use. So let's get into it. Let's get the 9 cards in order to see what is the situation, and then we'll get deeper into it with the tarot. So I wish you all a good week. I hope that you are peaceful, that things are going well for you. So let's see. Let's see. Papa. Ooh, generational healing. I love that. There's a card that fell. Communication. Okay, I put it back because it just fell. I don't know if it was supposed to come out. Agreements. Ooh, this sounds good. Let's not get excited. Let's not get excited. Leveling up. Let's get excited. Yes. This is beautiful. A new perspective. I'm taking all those cards in the upright. Gaining influence. Okay. Collaboration. Listen. I just made a reading about a cycle breaker, right? Okay, so listen, I'm always saying that the scapegoat, the cycle breaker, the black sheep, the one who decides to heal, right? And often it comes with no contact. Often, not always, but often. I always say that you might be rejected by the whole family system that is going according to the karmic energy, the bond, the trauma bond, all of that. But later on, and sometimes it can be years later, someone that might have not understood you and stick with the family, you might help them. You might help them release of the trauma bond. It kind of feels here that this might be what we are talking about. I love that. Empowerment, manipulation, financial stress. Okay, so listen, we have very positive cards, except after and during the karma, right? So we have the karma here, and then the outcome and the integration. Here, those are not so positive cards. Having something not positive in the karma, you know, karma is the consequences of your actions. So it doesn't have to be negative, but if you understand. I kind of feel here more that we are talking about someone who is awakening, in fact, to the fact that they have been manipulated. I kind of feel that we might be even talking about somebody younger than you. It might be a child, it might be children of the family that maybe are a little bit older now. Before that, they were under the influence of the parents, trusting their parents, obviously. So maybe also listening to the smear campaign that was done against you, because this is very often what is happening, right? With the cycle breaker, the scapegoat, they don't lose the status of the scapegoat. They were a scapegoat when they were into the family system, and this is why it's very often the scapegoat that is the cycle breaker. Because anyway, you know, if whatever they are doing anyway, they are always the scapegoat, so why not just take distance and save themselves from that, right? But for the family system, they stay the scapegoat. So all the talks are about them all the time. Everything that is going wrong, it is about them, except that now the scapegoat is somehow protected in their energy. I don't want to say that they are totally protected, because we know that those families are doing smear campaigns for the scapegoat to be totally rejected, misjudged, and all those kind of things, right? We know that. But here we have the setting. It is the generational healing. It is a card number 5. The 5 in the tarot, it is the crisis card. We are in the middle of some kind of lesson. So it is the crisis moment. You know, it's like in a movie. In the beginning, we are setting the screenplay, the story, and then there is this dramatic moment before there is the ending, right? So this is the dramatic moment, number 5. For me, the 5, it is also talking about the path shift, the change. So here we have the generational healing, which is truly talking about change, a very, very deep change. In the second place, we have agreement. It's beautiful. The second place, we are talking about relationship. We are talking about partnership. So it's beautiful. The third place, the driving energy, it is the leveling up. The foundation, the stability, it is new perspective. I see the hangman, right? Somebody seeing things in a different way. What must be done? Sixth place, we have collaboration. In the fifth place, as said, which is the change and the path shift, we have gaining influence. Kind of feel that here, what might have forced someone to see some kind of truth and maybe now understand you better, it is that somehow, while you might have taken distance of this family system, you are gaining some kind of influence, maybe helping other people heal, all those kind of things. You are respected. So I kind of feel that between the image that they were getting from their family about you and what they see now, right? There is here something that is bringing some kind of awakening. I'm searching for something, I'm sorry, but I see that there is still painting and stuff under my nails. So let's see if I can make it a little bit better for you here. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of things. I started to play with soil again, because now it's the season that we are planting the seeds and all of that. So my hands are in the soil, and then I'm doing all my drawings and my things. Okay, I hope that it's better. Okay, so apparently someone here would like to collaborate with you in some kind of way. The healing here, I kind of feel with the empowerment that is in the place of healing, we are also with the number 11. So 11, it is a 2, so it is a choice, and it is number 11, justice. So there is some kind of justice happening here. It is in the healing, so it's absolutely beautiful, right? I kind of feel that somebody here might realize now that a lot of their lack of stability in their life, a lot of issues that they might have in their life, is due to their environment. Something that maybe they might have perceived before without understanding how much it would impact them, right? Now I kind of feel that there is some kind of situation in their life that they are realizing what is going on, right? They might be struggling very, very much, and somehow life has done something that they are watching you and they see that you are in a powerful place, and it has some kind of influence on them, because they understand that whatever has been painted of you, in fact, it doesn't align at all with who you truly are, right? With the empowerment here, 11, it is a 2. The collaboration here is also a number 2. I'm not surprised, right? The collaboration, it is about partnership and all those things. So it's kind of logical that it is card number 2. So there is here, I kind of feel that even if you might not be aware of it, there is some kind of influence that you have now on someone. I tell you what I feel, but maybe it is just my feeling. You know, the collective, we are all going through kind of similar experiences, but the story itself is very, very different, right? The soul contracts might kind of be the same, but with very, very different people. But I kind of feel truly that we are talking here about someone younger from another generation, right? Yeah, okay. So, very, very interesting. I like it. I like it because I kind of feel that a lot of time the cycle breaker, they are saving themselves, but at the same time, they are putting a precedent, right? And this is why the whole family is attacking, because if you allow yourself to go no contact with, for example, a parent or a sibling, you are teaching my children that it is okay, right? And they don't like it. This is why they are attacking you, because the precedent that you are giving, right? So you are very much judge and everything for the children to know that it's not okay, that you are crazy, that you are the problem, right? But at the end of the day, you are giving the precedent, and it is an important precedent when you are dealing with a situation that is toxic, someone who mistreats you, someone who's narcissistic, someone who treats you like their object, that you are their emotional punching bag, that they are very emotionally immature and they don't want to grow and they want to have some kind of authority and domination over others. Yes, you are allowed to step back, go no contact, and it doesn't matter if it's a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, a spouse, it doesn't matter who it is at the end of the day, right? But the precedent itself that you are giving is very uncomfortable, and this is why they are fighting so much in order to destroy you, right? So listen, I kind of feel that it is a very, very positive reading. I kind of feel that this is truly, you know, I'm also saying this a lot, that at the end of the day, the best way to help other people heal, it is to heal ourselves. It is by example. And I kind of feel here that at the end of the day, we are healing for ourselves, right? But we are giving an example, and I kind of feel that somebody is looking at you and seeing that at the end of the day, whatever you did was bringing to you a level up, that you are empowered, right? They have a totally new perspective about you, and this is why now they are listening to you. We have also the 36 here, which is also a 9. And we have the new perspective here, which is a 9. So when the numbers are resonating, I kind of take the cards together. So the new perspective and the gaining influence, for me, I kind of take it together. I kind of feel here truly that somebody is listening to you. They are listening to you. Maybe before they couldn't hear you, and I tell you why. Because they were under some kind of influence. And as said, right, I kind of feel that we are talking about someone younger, right? We have two cards here of collaboration. We have agreement and collaboration. I kind of feel here that the agreement, it is talking about the fact that before they might have judged you through the lens of what was given to them, right? No judgment here, especially if we are talking about somebody younger, right? Because it's very logical that they trust their parents, that they want to defend their parents, right? It is normal. We cannot blame them. But I kind of feel here that now they agree with what you did. They understand what you did and why you did it, right? Okay. Listen, it's interesting. I will take a tarot deck. First of all, I will put back this one because this one is out. I don't want to use the horror tarot. This is too positive of a reading to use the horror tarot. Let's use this one. And let's get deeper into that. Okay. So just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours, right? If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I am not especially talking about the gender. I'm talking about the energy from where someone is operating, so please apply it however it applies to the people in your life, and this can be past, present, or future. So tell me here, please, about the generational healing. What should we know here? Hoppa! There are cards that flew out. Okay, I will put them back, but I'm curious to see which one it is. The Nine of Swords, not being stressed anymore. Seeing the truth behind manipulation, hidden agenda. Being in alignment and moving forward. It's beautiful. Listen. It's beautiful. Yeah. I kind of feel here that truly we are talking about you that have been presented as mentally unstable, crazy, all those kind of things. You know, it is such, you know, a copy paste in those families. And what is this person seeing about you? That you are not stressed out, you are not anguished, you are not depressed, you are not. They see the reality for what it is, the Seven of Swords in reverse. They understand now that whatever they heard about you, there was some kind of hidden agenda. They know that they have been lied to. Yeah, they see you in total alignment with your higher self. You are in your life path. The Chariot, moving forward. It's beautiful. I want to keep all those cards, but I said that I would put them back, so I put them back. Wait. So I will shuffle once again here. Okay, tell me here the generational healing. We might be talking here about someone who is an artist in their soul, right? And so, I kind of feel, you know, if we are talking about a child, right, of the family, which might not be a child anymore, they might be an adult now, right? But if we are, I kind of feel that you might know who we are talking about here, who it is. It is a child that is a little bit different. Maybe they can be an introvert. Maybe you could see that they have a very pure soul. Maybe you could feel that they are very emotional. All those kind of things, right? And they are here in a world in which they were dealing, being part of a world that was not adapted to them. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. It's all about status, about money, about superficiality, very materialistic. with the King of Pentacles here, we are also talking about feeling controlled, in fact, right? Yeah, feeling controlled, manipulation once again. This is somebody corrupted, they would do whatever for money. And I kind of feel here that the person that we are talking about is, they carry this energy of the earth angel. Let's say it this way, right? Kind of feel that this will truly tell you who we are talking about. It is a child that always carried this special energy. That maybe even you might recognize yourself in this child, or you might recognize parts of you in this child. And it doesn't mean that it has to be the same gender as you, but there was something in the energy of this child that somehow you knew that energetically there was something that wouldn't fit with you, with the environment there, right? You might have expected for them to come towards you. And it might not truly be a child that is an artist, but they are very, very sensitive. And in this environment, what they might have felt, it was that they were never okay, right? That there was a problem with their sensitivity. Can you see all the cards? Yes, you can. Okay, agreements. Tell me here about the agreements. Very interesting. Three of Swords in reverse. So the future that they envisioned. Sorry, there's a helicopter going through. So the future that they were destined to, right? They are not in agreement with that anymore because they see some kind of truth. There is some kind of clarity that came to them now. They see something very, very clearly that they might not have been able to see before. And as said, as we are talking about someone of a younger generation, they were clearly under influence, and it is very normal, right? Very normal. Okay, tell me here about the leveling up. You might have also spoken some kind of truth here. Yeah, they understood that even though you were dealing here with a very, very unfair situation, you healed. Because they have painted you as being totally unstable, right? With the tower, we have here the foundation that is totally unstable, and this is why the tower needs to fall in order for you to be able to rebuild yourself from the ground up, right? The tower is in reverse, so the foundation was not broken. Your foundation was not broken. If they said that you are crazy, mentally unstable, depressive, all those kind of things, it was all part of the construction that might have needed some kind of change, but the foundation itself was not broken. You were not crazy, you were not mentally unstable. You were just dealing here with people who were treating you in a very unfair way. So you needed to heal. So what they are seeing, it is not that you are a changed person. What they see, it is that you are the same person, but stronger. You leveled up. Did I say with the Queen of Swords that maybe you have said something that has brought clarity? I know that I thought it, but I don't know if I said it out loud. If not, we might also be talking about that. About you expressing something in some kind of way that has brought some kind of awareness to this person, bring them clarity about the fact that you were dealing with a situation with people who were trying to block you, and it might have been all the time, or this person that we are talking about now is seeing how, in fact, all the narrative that they have received was intended to block you. But in fact, what they are seeing, it is the total opposite. It is your leveling up, right? We have healing here. The tower in reverse might talk about healing, right? Because the foundation is not your essence. Your essence was not rotten. It was not unstable. What was unstable, it was the construction that was above it, that this is why you became the cycle breaker, because you let the tower fall, but the foundation is still you. You leveled up. It's not that there is a total annihilation of you and you recreated yourself in a totally different way, even though you might have changed things in your life, but it is still you, it is still your essence. You are still exactly the same person. So they realize, in fact, that you were dealing with a very, very unfair situation. With the level up, we have also the number 10. 10, it is a 1. 1 is a new beginning, but it is a 1 with a 0, and the 0 represent experience. Why? Think about the 0. It is a circle, right? So you have the experience. There is the experience here, right? So here we might also be talking about this younger person that is going through a new beginning with now the awareness of the experience that they had in the past and seeing you in a very, very different light, right? New perspective. Yeah, the new perspective, it is that you had no other choice but to close this cycle totally. We have the world here, right? Because this was your only defense, because you were attacked all the time. So we might be talking about someone that you had to cut off, even if you didn't want to cut them off, but you had no other choice, right? It might have been something that waited on you, because truly you would have preferred, you know, for example, if you need to cut off with, let's say, grandfather, you might need to cut off with the grandmother too, not because you want to cut with the grandmother, but because the grandmother is blinded and supporting the grandfather. If we are talking here, for example, about a sibling and their children, you might have felt the need to cut with their children, even though you would have preferred not to, but it was the safest choice for you, and also it kind of was the only way to protect yourself and also them, maybe, you know, if you would have to answer to questions that would have been very uncomfortable, that you didn't want to take the responsibility of answering those questions about why you cut off their parent, you know. So I kind of feel here that now this person understands why you needed as a defense to totally close a cycle, what they might not have understood before. Because as said, you might have had to cut them off and they didn't understand why. So it kind of seems that this is the new perspective now. They totally understand. They totally understand. I kind of feel that what they understand here, it is talking about you needing to close a cycle and defend yourself. So they might still not be able to understand that maybe also there was another element of trying to protect them, right? Maybe protect them to be from being used as flying monkeys, protect them from being used as pawns in order to manipulate you. Also, as said, reveal some kind of truth about people that, you know, if it's their parents, their grandparents, you might not want to tell them things that, you know, it's better for them to discover them later on when it's the time. So, gaining influence. Okay. So, with the gaining influence here, right? what I kind of feel that we are talking about, we have 2 nines here. Did I say that? Yes, I said it. With the gaining influence, we have the 2 of swords in reverse. There is some kind of truth that they knew before, right? But they pushed it to the side. Why? Because it was not the right time, to be honest. It was not the right time. Maybe we are talking about someone who was dependent as a child, you know, being dependent on their family. They knew that if they would support you in some kind of way, they might have lost everything when they are new at life, right? They are still trying to find themselves, so it was not the right time. So I kind of feel here, right? With the 2 of swords, we have the situation of someone who is in a stalemate position, but they are trying to avoid some kind of truth. They are not truly listening to themselves, because if they do, it means that they will need to take some kind of decision that they might not be ready to take right now. But now it is different. Now it kind of feels that they got to a place where they feel this kind of independence, and they feel that they can accept this reality as is, right? We have the 7 of Cups here. This is talking about options, trying to find the right options, maybe to approach you. It might be. It might be something else, because with the 7 of Cups, we might also be talking about confusion. So they might be confused about how to approach you, but it might be something else. So I want to check here why this 7 of Cups is coming up. Let's see here. What are you trying to tell me with the 7 of Cups? The Moon and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so it kind of feels that this person is detaching themselves from the toxicity. So let's say that there is some kind of narcissistic person in the family, and so the whole structure, right, is built to serve this narcissist. This is how it works very often, right? So with the Devil in reverse here, they are regaining some kind of independence, right? This is what I was saying here with the 2 of Swords in reverse, that now they have the ability to accept this truth that they might have pushed to the side because it was too difficult to handle. They were not ready to accept this truth, right? Maybe about a parent, for example. You understand? So there is here some kind of freedom, liberation. And then we have the Moon, which once again talks about things that are hidden, confusion. So I kind of feel that right now they understand something about you, but I kind of feel that they might still be fearful to hear the whole truth about their parent, grandparents, spouse, whoever we are talking about here, right? There is some kind of confusion that is still here. Yeah. There is some kind of confusion, and it might be about something related to money. To money, and they are afraid of this cycle totally ending because they feel stuck in some kind of way. They feel stuck in some kind of way. Okay. Tell me more here, please, about gaining influence. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so I kind of feel that they truly understood. They understood here. I truly feel that they understand you. They are freeing themselves of the trauma bond. They are healing. But at the same time, they are now in this very, very difficult place where they are still under some kind of bondage. It might be a financial bondage even. Okay, let's see here the collaboration. Kind of feel also that they might be afraid of the consequences. The collaboration. Yeah, there is some kind of way of thinking that totally got towards an ending. They thought something, right? I kind of feel that it was nourished by the smear campaign itself. So they thought something. This thought has come to a total ending. But it is also in reverse. Let me feel it for a moment. They are releasing of a way of thinking, but at the same time, it is hurting them deeply. It is hurting them deeply. Yeah, I kind of feel that there is an awakening here about a toxic person. They start to understand something. They start to understand something. I truly feel that we might be talking about someone who is in this beginning, somehow, of the awakening. Listen, I don't know why we are getting this reading, right? But I know that for me, if I'm getting this reading, and as a cycle breaker, yes, I want to save the children of the family. I personally would not do anything. I would wait for them, for whoever we are talking about here, to approach in some kind of way, right? But every situation is different, right? I'm just telling you that I don't feel like this here is supposed to put any pressure on you. It's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling more that it is about telling you what you might not see, right? This is what I feel here. With the collaboration here, I kind of also feel that there is this element that you might bring them some kind of clarity, right? And I kind of feel that on one side, they truly want this clarity. As said, I kind of feel that they understood already, right, about the smear campaign. They understood that you are not who you were painted to be. That you didn't do whatever those people said that you did. They understood this. But there is another layer, right? Which is, okay, what does it mean about my parents, my grandparents, my whoever we are talking about here, right? The main toxic person that creates this whole system, right? What does it mean about them? And there is some kind of information that they don't have, right? Maybe what is the straw that broke the camel's back that made you decide to go totally no contact? What happened there? This they might not know. So I kind of feel here that they are in this process of starting to understand things. Tell me here about the empowerment. Yeah, you see, right now, they are burdened. Right now, they are burdened. And I kind of feel that they understand that they were dealing with someone here that wanted to win at all cost. We have the Five of Swords here. We are talking about manipulation. So I kind of feel that even if they are going to the person who has created this whole narrative about you, right? They understand now that they will not get any answers. I kind of feel that they see the lies, the gaslighting, the manipulation, the person that wants to win at all cost. They see it. They see it. Right now, they are burdened. Kind of feel that they are burdened. So, I feel the need to say that if the cross watcher is here, right? If you are a younger generation, right? And somebody of your family has got no contact with your parents, grandparents, all those kind of things, right? And you are now awakening to the whole story here, right? And you are feeling guilty, please don't feel guilty. It was not your responsibility. It's not that you did something wrong. It's very normal for you to be under the influence of your parents and trusting your parents. It is very normal, right? So just, don't feel guilty. It's and I'm especially saying that because if you grew up surrounded by a narcissist or something like that, you already feel too guilty for too many things that you should have never felt guilty about, right? So, listen. Okay. Let's get back to it. Give me one more, please, about the empowerment. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, this is talking about being patient. Slowly, dear cross-watcher, you will see things slowly. You will understand things slowly. The fact that it took time for you to understand, it is very normal. The whole system is created for you to be blinded, to be under stress. Chances are that if you are starting to talk, and if anyway you carry this energy, you are yourself the scapegoat, right? You are yourself the black sheep. So be patient with yourself. This is mainly what this card is saying. Be patient with yourself. You are regaining clarity. You are regaining your power. Be patient with yourself. And if I'm addressing myself to the collective, all of this is not saying that this person will approach you right now, right? They are in the aha moment. Okay. Tell me here about... Wait, I want to shuffle. No, I shuffled already. Oh, there is here a card that I saw. The Queen of Cups. I love that. Okay. Okay. Manipulation. Tell me here about manipulation. Yeah. Listen. A whole group working together. And this is why you needed to step back, right? And I kind of feel here, truly, right, that they also feel trapped because they might be the only one who is truly awakening to the truth, right? And so if they have siblings, for example, they know that if they are doing something to totally detach themselves, right, it might cost them something. Something more, something deeper. Let's remember that when there is a narcissistic parent, in the children, not all are the same. Very often we see one child that has deeper narcissistic tendencies and another child that is empath. The roles, there are roles that are distributed to the children. Then there's the clown, there's the unseen child that is desperate to be seen. You understand? So there are a lot of... so I kind of feel here that they might see the manipulation, but also see that the whole group is under or participating to this manipulation, and now they are doing the work of detachment. Yeah. Tell me about the financial stress. Yeah. Listen. Financial stress. Yeah, they know. In those families, right, very often they are bonding people based on money. This is what they are doing, right? So this young adult child might be afraid that if they step back, they will be in the streets. They won't have anything anymore. And so they don't know what to do right now. They are stuck. They feel stuck. Yeah, they feel stuck. They might be, studying and needing their car, and they know that if they are creating whatever waves, they might be afraid to be in the streets, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go to closure here. Closure, please. Listen, they are very, very confused right now, right? They might want to communicate with you. I kind of feel here that it is more about them getting information and aha moments over and over and over again. I kind of feel that their environment can feel it, right? That they are detaching themselves in some kind of way, and they are under a lot of pressure, manipulation, all those kind of things. But I truly feel here their need to detach themselves. I feel that it is not so easy, right? Because there is this financial element, and as said, you might think to yourself, yes, but if they truly... No, we are talking here about someone who is already feeling very unsafe. They are already traumatized, right? It might be already a child that is suffering from thinking that they are a burden, so they don't want to be a burden in anybody else's life, right? So right now, I kind of feel that they might also be communicating about what they are seeing, which is good because it will help them. Maybe they have a friend, something like that, that they can communicate about what is going on, what they are seeing right now. So I kind of feel that truly there is this aha moment that has occurred. And it is in the awakening stages. I don't know why you need to have this information. Yes, personally, in this situation, I wouldn't do anything because I kind of feel that even if I might think that I might help right now, on the long run, if this person that we are talking about here, right, this younger person, it's a complicated situation, right? It's about saving themselves. And I kind of feel that there is a lot of strength that is required to do that. And I kind of feel that if I would intervene in some kind of way, at the end of the day, it will turn against me and it won't truly help this child. This is what I feel. But as said, all the situations are different. Yeah, they see that the person of authority here shouldn't be in authority. They are taking back the control. They are revisiting whatever they heard in the past because they know that it was all emotional manipulation. They see the truth now. They see how somebody was trying to dominate you, take control of the situation, and how they used people in order to do that, right? But they see it from a very different perspective now. This is what I was saying, the hangman, when I saw the new perspective, right? And that whatever story was told here, there was no stability. There was no stability. They might even understand that there was some kind of financial aspect to this breakage. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel that they understand that there is some kind of willingness to keep people stuck. Maybe using finances. They understand that there is here something. Something also that happened in the past that created the conflict, right? And that this is why there is this smear campaign. This is the smear campaign card. Because you didn't allow them to try to keep you stuck and dependent on them. Yeah, I kind of feel that this adult child wants to apologize to you now, right? They want to transform whatever there is here, but right now they don't feel that they are in total control of the situation, but I also feel that they are regaining their power right now. They might be at this stage truly where there is this aha moment and they are at the stage where they might start to regain total control over their life. This is what I feel. We also have the Eight of Cups talking about healing, about emotional distance in order to be able to heal, right? Yes, they know that they need to rearrange their thoughts, that there are things here that are not okay. They know that. They know that. And they also know that somebody is using money in order to bond them. They are aware. Okay, so listen, I will leave it here. They also know that you are loving and innocent, right? They know that. And they know that you are doing a perfect job, that you are reasonable, right? And they are planning to approach you. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is here, right? Yeah. But they might be afraid that you are closed off. Yeah, so they are trying to wait the good and the bad, right? Yeah, but they truly want to come towards you because they see the truth, right? Okay, so this being said, I will leave it here. Listen, I hope that it was helpful in some kind of way, right? You know, we often think that when we go no contact with the family, it might be a total ending and a total, there is no more family. But as said, I kind of feel that we are also helping the future generations, the ones who are the scapegoats, the ones who are the black sheep, the ones who don't want to stay and sacrifice their life to be whoever the toxic person or, you know, force them to be. We are opening a door, and it is an important door, right? So I kind of feel here that you might have saved someone here, right? You might have saved someone here, and this person might come back at some time, I hope that if they will, you will uh, you will remember, right? That they were dealing with their parents, right? That it's very, very complicated. I am kind of the idea, you know, if you believe lies about me and you are just running with it and you are not asking me, you know, I'm not interested. Get out of my life. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. I'm done, right? But when we are talking here about people who are under the influence of their parents, especially children, right? We are talking here about somebody young. They might be in their early 20s, something like that, you understand? So I kind of feel here that this is a totally different story, right? I would still pay attention, right? That they are not sent by the family to somehow manipulate a situation. But I kind of feel, you know, that you might be sensitive to that and you might know which child I am talking about. But still, be aware, right? Be aware. But, you know, anyway, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe even healing in some kind of way. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon.